Santa's Sleigh. And this stars Bill Goldberg, who actually is a famous wrestler. And pretty much it is, you kind of know what you're getting into here. This movie, I believe, at least the time I'm recording this, I think it's for free on YouTube. This is definitely some very lowbrow horror movie trash, but that's up my alley. It's an interesting concept because the movie is about Santa Claus, but he's not the Santa Claus that everyone knows. He's not the jolly fat man that gives you presents on Christmas. He is that, but in the concept of this movie, Santa Claus is actually the son of Satan and is considered evil. The reason everyone remembers him as being this jolly fat man who gives you nice things, if you are nice and not naughty on Christmas, is because he made a bet with an angel in a game, and if he lost, then for 1,000 years, he was going to spread joy all across the Christmas season. And he lost. A guy and a girl who work at a deli end up getting mixed up with this whole evil Santa Claus. Santa Claus is evil again because the bet has ended, so he can now rain terror and holiday fear down upon everybody. It's up to the guy named Nicholas and this one girl who work at a deli, and the guy Nicholas, his grandpa, to stop evil Santa Claus from wreaking havoc upon their town. You're watching just Santa Claus kill a bunch of people. The thing I do like about this movie is all the kills aren't like grotesque, like they are, evil Santa Claus killing somebody, but I like the fact that like the kills are pretty comical. Bill Goldberg, his physicality definitely shines in this movie, especially with his kills, because he could pretty much be an action star. Like, some of the kills in this movie, it's pretty much like, if you threw him in an action movie, like, he would hold his own. There's a kill in this movie where Santa Claus is sucking on a candy cane. It becomes like a sharp needle practically, and he takes it and he stabs a guy in the eyeball with it and then tosses the guy like a rag doll into a dumpster. If that doesn't sell you on this movie, then you may not want to watch this movie. I would say the humor doesn't necessarily hit all the time. Actually, I would say like 90% of the jokes of this movie are pretty terrible. It is very early 2000s. To me, some of the jokes definitely did not age well. There are some actual fun parts of this movie. Like, there's some chase scenes that is actually really entertaining, with evil Santa Claus chasing the two main characters while they're riding like a snowmobile and he's riding on his sleigh. He'll like throw presents at them and the presents like explode. They're practically grenades. There's one part of the movie where he pretty much takes what would be a smoke grenade, but it's like a Christmas ornament, and then he like pulls like the pin of what a grenade is, but he pulls the pin and then he throws the ornament and it's like a smoke bomb goes off. But there is some interesting creativity here. There's a part where Santa Claus goes into a strip club and he says, "Ho, ho, hoes." It's like, all right. Yeah, the humor, it's just like, it doesn't really land most of the time for me. But I will say that Bill Goldberg, he's worth watching for this movie. Like, he does a really good job actually of playing evil Santa, because he's pretty charismatic as evil Santa. I would say take Jason Voorhees, throw a Santa hat and Santa outfit on him, but have him actually talk and have him have like the cheesy one-liners of Freddy Krueger, and that's basically your horror villain of this movie. So he's got the best of both worlds. He's got the big, large, intimidating presence, and then he's got the cheesy one-liners to go with his killing. I've seen way worse than this movie, and if you've ever seen the movie Satan's Little Helper, some of the humor in that movie is pretty offensive, and I would say that this movie, Santa's Sleigh, is kind of like that same type of humor where, you could offend some people with that humor, and it is pretty dated with the jokes. There's a part where evil Santa is right behind this old woman who's driving really slow, and he references Ludacris's like most famous song where he's like, "Move, witch, get out of the way." He doesn't actually say witch, you know what the other word he says is, but I'm keeping it PG on this channel. Surprisingly, I'm kind of shocked that didn't get any sort of sequels because of horror movies. You know, that is the horror movie thing, to have like 5 sequels to a movie, but this is just a one and done movie. It sets it up as like you can make more, but they never made any more. So, I mean, this is just a fine one and done movie. I would say watch Gremlins, Krampus before this, but if you've watched those a bajillion times, you're like, I need more holiday horror in my life, and you haven't seen Santa's Sleigh, check it out. It's not worth like immediately looking this movie up and watching it right away. I'll leave it at that. That's my review of Santa's Sleigh. This is my first episode of holiday horror. I'm not sure how many more of these I'm going to do this year. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you've seen Santa's Sleigh, I'd love to know your opinion on it. And yeah, I will see you all in a future video. And if you're watching this towards Christmas or on Christmas, I hope you have a very scary Christmas.